If that blockade had been staffed by staunch Protectorate defenders, we never would have been able to overcome it. Truly a sorry defense.
Recharge for me!
Shrouding up. Shadow melding activated, Commander.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Resorting to violence.
Melding with shadows activated. They won't see me coming, Commander.
Hiding and seeking.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Recharged and ready.
You try to limit further damage, Commander. Would not refuse medical support.
Wrist weapon primed! Not a good look, Commander. Impossible! No target to judge!
Thank you, dear.
That rift should cause us no problems now that we've acquired the modulator.
You there. You need to leave. This is a holy site, traitor. Those shunned by the dawn are not welcome. Did you not hear me? You must leave unless you wish to be ushered into perfection before the rest of this architect-forsaken colony. But please, give me an excuse to kill the betrayer of our exalted leader.
I'm no betrayer. It is all of us who were betrayed. Where's your hierarch? I will speak with them at once.
I don't... that is... I can't. Hierarch! Hierarch Wolcott! You're needed over here! So, the power to manipulate rifts. That seems, let me just say I apologize if I've offended you in any way.
Wolcott? Wolcott's your hierarch? Oh, shit.
Well, look here. I never expected to see you again, Azahelia. Here to spread more deceptions, like your broadcast.
Wolcott here blamed his lack of ascension in our ranks on imagined machinations on my part instead of the real cause. His thoroughly sycophantic ineptitude.
Well, this has been delightful, as always, Azahelia. What say I have my sycophants kill you now? Unless you have any further inanities to spew as your last words. Do the deceptions never end with you and your ilk? I'm no fool. What you claim is an impossibility. How would such a thing even work? Yes, of course it does. Makes perfect sense. If it does, in fact, do such. Can never be too certain about things of such import. A lot of crazed theoreticians about. Come, prove to me this device can do what you say, then I will decide. But let me assure you, if you do anything but follow me to the rift, violence will ensue. Come, follow me. I must admit to a certain modicum of suspicion towards your claims, but consider my interest piqued.
Yeah!
Why is the hierarchy leading outsiders to the rift?
Come, follow me.
What is afoot? No one gets escorted to the rift. Is it time for sacrifices? When's our turn?
Acolyte Varden said he heard them talking about a device that can change the nature of the rift.
That's preposterous. There must be some tomfoolery at hand.
Is that the betrayer? Why is she here? And why is she still alive?
If you cannot wander too far. My threat of violence is not to be taken lightly. The acolytes will open fire if you don't stay near me. We are here. Prove to me that your device can manipulate the rift, as you claim. Well, I'm waiting. Show me what that device can do. Gods, this should not be possible. That device borders on the heretical. You will hand it over now, and then we shall decide what to do with you.
Oh, that's right. I do. I know you ignored my broadcast, Wolcott, but the latest revelation is irrefutable. The science proves that we must align with perfection before we merge with the rifts, lest we be denied their paradise. We must show humanity the way to live righteously.
I did listen. I just refused to believe. I was always jealous of your scientific knowledge of the rifts, something that was beyond me. But if you can manipulate them, I can deny the truth no longer. Acolytes of the glorious dawn, prepare! We leave this place within the hour. We have a new message for humanity. I shall oversee the exodus of my acolytes forthwith.
What do you need, Commander? Such as?
Wisdom to have forced Wolcott's hand, so...
Ours is not to question why. Ours is to obey. If it's time for us to go, we go. Ours is not to question why. Ours is to obey. If it's time for us to go, we go.
Outsiders must have secret information from the esteemed leader themselves. That doesn't make sense. We were supposed to be here until our ascension. Those outsiders must have secret information from the esteemed leader themselves. That doesn't make sense. We were supposed to be here until our ascension.
I will happily move on if the Hierarch and esteemed leaders say we must, but it just doesn't make sense.
Those outsiders must have secret information from the esteemed leader themselves. That must make sense. We were supposed to...
I'm confused and dismayed, but it's best not to ask questions.
Why are we leaving? I thought Walcott said we were stationed here until it was our turn to join with the Rift. Why are we leaving? I thought Walcott said we were stationed here until it was our turn to join with the Rift.
I found what I was looking for. No need to continue messing with the Dawn's communication devices.
I am happy to obey the dictates of our leaders. I am content. I am loyal. I am happy to obey the dictates of our
Aza's not a betrayer. She's the new esteemed leader? And we're leaving? Aza's not a betrayer. She's the new esteemed leader? And we're leaving?
I can't believe I spent all that time cleaning up corpses if we're just leaving.
I am thoroughly perplexed you were able to convince Wolcott by word alone that we should depart. At the end of the day.
It must have been lonely hiding out by yourself all that time as Initiate Alva in Golden Ridge.
I wasn't hiding, just doing what needed to be done. And I was hardly lonesome. My Aetherwave cereals provided a sufficient proxy for human interaction.
I can't speak for anyone but myself, but being part of this crew has really helped me. I don't think I'd ever have seen what the Dawn really was without you all.
You'd be surprised at what you can learn from people when you don't try to brutally murder them, dear.
I always find I work best when undistracted. One could say I find the cultists at Newton quite the interruption to my focus. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
Not to mention their diminished mental capacity. But also your oration, definitely.
I find myself wishing you'd been less persuasive. With the cultists alive, they'll stand to impede us elsewhere. Nonetheless, you did as I asked. Here is your reward. You've proven yourself well, but we have recently experienced a pivotally important, unforeseen development. One I must meet directly. Can I count on you? You've given me reasonable doubt that you will kill the presiding bishop on sight. But this task takes precedence over all else. If you care for the Order, you will see it through. One of the satellites comprising the Hyperion web was struck by a wayward craft and crashed on Paradise Island. I need someone to recover an informational component from it. The web is an Order-crafted network of information collection satellites. Our would-be Protectorate overlords squandered them as glorified surveillance devices. We actually implanted a backdoor in the web to bring it back under our control, should a circumstance like this arise. But we did not foresee certain Protectorate modifications. But let's not speak of that. Find a way past the Protectorate at the crash site, collect the data, and return it here. Violence is likely, but perhaps you'll find an alternative. Only theoretically. The Protectorate guarding the site will be anything but welcoming. You'd likely need to find something, or someone, to wrest their attention away from you. I cannot say how that might be accomplished, unfortunately. Some of our scholars find answers to their solutions at the CAF integration point. Perhaps you might do the same. Collect the data from the crashed site and return it here. May the odds prevail against your bloody demise. I look forward to the reclamation of the Hyperion web. Hopefully you shall facilitate that. Now, how might we be of use to one another?
There is
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
Well done.
Commander, throwing energy your way.
Oh, and Adam.
Uh-oh, Commander's almost dead. That's one Protectorate camp cleared. An anti-supply line can be connected again. I'll handle this.
They won't see me coming, Commander. Hiding in. Seeking.
Proceeding to attack.
Shouting. Melding with shadows activated.
Untitled Chapter. Yes, not.
That's 2 heads cleared, Commander.
Engaging camouflage. Hostile intent.
They won't see me. Recharged and ready.
We should be able to reconnect their supply lines now, and we can get paid.
You're back. Was beginning to wonder if you'd gotten buried in a snowdrift. Did you kill those yay-saying bootlickers good? Your acumen for problem solving is seconded only by your pedantry. Here's your reward. Now get along. I'm as likely to be buried alive by my paperwork as the snow outside. Auntie thanks you for your devotion to the free market. We've talked enough. I've got paperwork needs filing. We've talked enough. I've got...
dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Wait. The Protectorate have the entrance to the archive well fortified. Attacking straight on seems ill-advised. Before we go further, should we discuss a plan?
Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law.
There was a time I'd have suggested violence as a great demotivator. Now, let's just say I think we should keep it in mind. Just in case.
Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
You know this is a suicide mission, right? Not complaining, just making sure you're aware. They've got turrets, heavy infantry, and automechs. We don't even have a plan. But what else is new?
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Really? Really? You're serious? I knew I signed on with you for a reason, Commander.
We cherish all we have and defend it.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our contentment.
Professor Ostergaard making a mess of things again.
Prudence dictates we reject individualism
Unfriendly
in
nearby.
all its many forms.
I, too, would never question the paradigm. Perhaps a brief visit to mental refreshment would put him on track.
In the system.
Hiding and activated.
Look up, Commander! Don't make me a...
Dagger drawn.
Disruptive influences.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned work? Report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate.
Eye your neighbors carefully.
Together.
I'll buy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
Ratcheting up my aggression.
Shrouding.
All we have.
Who needs to die?
Prudence dictates.
Preserve set progress. Sustain the system.
Gray? Remember those rejected grapple graph materials that got shipped here? I sold them to a Protectorate officer who was low on supplies. Said it was imitation grapple meat. She means to pass them off as official rations. Imagine all those whole heads wolfing down failed Auntie's choice.
Ignore that.
I promise you this is merely tomfoolery. There's no way we were eating failed experimental material.
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our... Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
You're breathing too. Stop breathing.
Unfriendly company.
I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died.
Let's rub and cry! Shrouding.
Stranded on a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by the frigid cold and voracious wildlife. Starring
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals. Coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
This lift shouldn't be operational. Lower forces, what's your status? All right. Carry on.
Perfection is impossible in the minds of things of symmetry.
Aggressor at hand. Either restore my life or avenge my death. Melding with shadows activated.
An explosion!
Where the math happens. Impressive.
Caduceus not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease?
No need for violence. I yield. I am the archive. I still have trouble saying that. Certain, I would pass the Caduceus on to you. In exchange for grant by all right? No. Capitulation, I can stomach. Collusion, I am obliged to face you. Paradigm protect.
Shadow melding activated, Commander.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Authorized replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the archive. I am Ueniac. With the aid of my operator, there are no
This thing's...
How may I best facilitate your efforts? Priority curb.
Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates We repel invasive elements.